Hey everyone, this video today I'm going to cover, this whole story actually, is probably one of the most mind-blowing ones I've covered in quite a while. Because this is one thing where it's being spread around everywhere online, and people's reaction is fucking shocking to me. Okay, so basically you've already seen the title and the thumbnail, but it's covering this guy, the mass shooter who shot the CEO of a health insurance company, HealthCareUnited. And I'll start off part one by covering the whole story, or at least the main key facts. The first one being how the guy, he was spotted at a Starbucks getting a coffee and a candy bar before this incident. That's so funny. The idea of this guy, being so mentally calm, just getting a nice hot chocolate early in the morning for $5. That's really funny to me. And later on, somewhere around the Hilton Hotel, probably the front, this guy walked up to the CEO, Brian Thompson, and just pulled out a pistol and shot him 3 times. I'm not sure if I can show the video, because in my channel, I've seen worse videos up on YouTube, with no age restriction. But on my channel, I feel like there's some bias being if you show anything bad, it'll be taken down. So, age restricted, so I'm not gonna do that. But again, the video's up there on YouTube or on Twitter, so go find it. But yeah, he shoots him 3 times. When I first saw it, I was in the back of the head, but no, it was in the back of the back and back of the leg. I shot him 3 times, and the gun he used was apparently what's it called? It was a BT Station 6.9, which is inspired or ripped off from a whale rod. And I only know that because the design. And if you watch the video, the guy cocks it back every shot, and plus as well, it reminds me of that gay gun from Sniper Elite. But the thing that's gayer from that is that the bullet, after he ejected it and was found on the floor by the police, it was the most poetic high school kid kind of stuff ever, where the words were inscribed on the bullets: deny, defend, depose. So moronic. And then past that, oh, by the way, in the video that I can't show, there's some person off to the right, up in the corner, that's scaringly too close to the CEO that was shot. My point being, you see, he was that close that if the guy missed, this random psychopath that's probably not a trained gunman, if he missed, he could have possibly hit her and killed another person and a completely innocent bystander. But then the guy grabbed an e-bike and fucking rode off, where he was then found later, 2 minutes later, in Central Park, in that big fuck off place in New York. So that was the whole thing, and this whole investigation is going on right now, and the New York Police Department put up a picture being oh my god, we found the guy. But people were very quick to be that's not the guy, because the main 2 things, the jacket and backpack, are completely different colors. And I agree. I think the police were way too quick to find a piece of evidence, be we found him. But this is the broad story, which in my mind is pretty shocking, because stuff like this, someone being shot in the streets, there's very little evidence. But with this one case, people have footage of of him in front of the hotel, him after on the bike, and then beforehand at a Starbucks. That's crazy. But I'm thinking of, first I'll give a quick description of the company. The CEO was, from HealthCareUnited, because apparently one motive, we haven't found the guy just yet, but one motive how the guy wanted to enact revenge and justice on the CEO of this evil company, which apparently has, in America at least, has a very high denial rate, as you can see on this chart that people reference, being 32%. Yeah, I can't defend a bad health insurance company that makes a lot of profit by just scamming their own clients. But I'm saying right now, my whole stance in this whole story is that I think shooting someone in the street with a fucking pistol in the back of the back, I think that's the range. That's my whole stance. I'm not defending this company. And there was also no controversy where they had an AI tool to go through claims. It had a very high, the same as well, a very high denial rate, going from deny, approve, deny, approve. It's shutting down everyone. So again, even though this guy hasn't been caught, and he hasn't put a manifesto being I was righteous, I'm a vigilante, I enact justice, but if he does get caught, he might give the motive I hate HealthCareUnited, I think they're a plague on America. But now I want to go to part 2, because this crime by itself, it is insane. But if you step back for a second and you look at the whole world, not just America, don't be greedy, you look everywhere, stuff like this is pretty common. But one thing that's not common, to me at least, is seeing people online and on Twitter fucking glorify this psychopath, because he was a righteous vigilante shooting a fucking person on the back for being being a CEO of a pretty evil company. Like, in their mind, that is the definition of justice, of good justice. I've seen enough stories like this to like pull up the gay quote by Vosh. I know it's not a great, reference, but he did have a good quote being like, people aren't against bad behavior, they're against bad people. Like I feel like the same case for this, but like if you tell some person about the act itself of someone being shot by some psychopath with a well-wrought pistol, they'll be like, yeah, that's pretty bad. But then you tell them, oh, CEO, they're like, oh, it was a rich guy? Oh, that's fine by me, who cares? I know for the average person, the average brain-dead person on Twitter, they really don't care about like vigilantes, but this is the one case where I feel like it's going way too far, glorifying this guy in a hoodie, shooting someone else in public. And again, I really have to emphasize, not only there was like some lady next to him, the CEO, that would have like easily been like in the line of fire, like a tiny moving to the left or right. And also, like, I want to be honest, if someone tried to like tackle this guy, like tried to like a civilian arrest, like what's gonna stop him from like using the same gun and shooting that person? Because in his mind, by the fact that he escaped, he clearly wasn't planning to be like, arrested or apprehended. So like in that moment, like right then and there, he would probably shot that person that like tried to arrest him. There wasn't, thankfully, but I want to bring like how that likelihood was very high. Because again, like this guy is some random psychopath on the street, getting fucking Starbucks, before taking a life. Like, he's that mentally calm, and he's got no qualms with, killing someone. Also, by the way, I feel like even a kid could like take down the argument of like, of killing a CEO to make the evil company better. Because believe it or not, a huge hierarchy full of 1,000 employees probably lead the company to be that way. So if you shoot one person, not only is that position gonna be taken in by someone else, but the whole system is gonna be unaffected. Because again, you only took out one person and you took them out in the worst way possible, where hopefully I feel like a large majority of people can agree is bad, apart from the majority of people online, because people that boost this shit. I mean, not only do they have the voice out there, but like, they are the kind of people that feel vitriolic at a CEO getting shot. And now for part 3, I want to go like a step more psychotic by going from Twitter to now the Hassan Piker subreddit. Because if you didn't know, the people that are proudly, members of it, they're like ultra-communist. So when they hear the news that some rich CEO of a bad company got shot, it's like New Year's Day, like, the happiest day of their life. So you got people like celebrating this righteous act with like Fallout memes. In the year 2024, we have Fallout memes saying like, everyone like that. You gain karma. And this post is from Fallout New Vegas, different place. But even people on like Hassan Piker's subreddit like took it in, being like, oh, hold on, wait, what? I just realized this meme on Fallout New Vegas has 117,000 upvotes. That's it. Okay, that's even more crazy. But again, like that meme was spread around on the Hassan Piker subreddit. So like, even people there were like, yeah, I agree, yeah, everyone liked that, yeah. And by the way, like, I want to read these comments. I think that it's wild that CEO is allowed to get away with his behavior that is so egregious that no one is really surprised. I'm surprised when they get assassinated and they know immediately what the motive is without having to be told. Again, that part is true. We don't know the motive yet, but like how this guy is a CEO of a company that's been controversy for being shitty, then yeah, I think like it's a pretty close call, or like the actual truth of what motivated this psychopath. And I should mention as well, he wrote deny, defend, depose on his fucking bullets, exactly 3 shots, which would probably been ruined like if he took one extra shot, like 3 bullets had the message, but one extra one that he wasn't planning for had nothing on it, like just ruined the whole message. And again, you have another post from somewhere else that's also glorifying this guy with a One Piece poster inspired, drawn for this guy, wanted dead or alive, health hero, and only a 10,000 berry bounty. I'm pretty sure these people on here with like Hassan's fan base, they love One Piece. Like, oh, it's pirates, like pirates, like, they're like their own version of justice compared to the Marines. Even like when Hassan interviewed that Houthi pirate, that Houthi terrorist. What was his name? It was so funny. Houthi Chalamet, that was so funny. But even these people here were like, oh my god, yeah, this guy is a hero. God bless him. Yeah, he's sick. You also got this one, W Based Opinion, she ate.
Sorry, but you can't get me to feel feel bad when shitty things happen to
Oh, I am not watching this video. I'm not gonna let a white girl with blue eyes educate me on why shooting someone in the street is acceptable. Also, but like one of the worst things I noticed as well on this subreddit was like how this picture, which most people agree, like, you know, he's not the actual guy that shot the person. You know, even then people are like, oh my god, he's fine. Not only is he based and red pilled or blue or whatever, but he's also fine. He's hot. Let's go. Like, these people operate on like 1500s medieval English court, where if they do something they like, if it's something good, like, you know, they approve of, like, yeah, that's good. And then if they see he's handsome, they want to fuck him. That's even better. Like, their barometer of justice is like so fucked. And also as well, if this guy, like, I was thinking about this, if this guy was going to interview or like a police interrogation and he said like one like not based take, let's say like saying the N-word or saying something like, you know, how Palestine is, you know, bad, people on this subreddit and on Twitter as well would just turn on him for that fact, instead of like the other worst one of taking a life. Number 1, attention to detail. Number 2, a planner. Number 3, follow through. Is this my dream man? These people are all sick. Because like that's most of the story. Again, like there's an investigation and we don't know who the guy really is. But like I'm really sure like, people have seen this one thing of like this deplorable act of shooting someone and they find it good or acceptable because the person that got shot was a bad guy because he was rich and he was CEO of a bad company, and all decisions of this bad company was definitely made by him and solely him. The one bet I will make is that like this guy, if he does get caught, he'll put out a public statement and he'll slip up once, or like he'll say something like of his own mind. Other people that want to fuck him because he's hot and he's based, they'll hear that and be like, wait a second, that's actually not a bad, that's a bad take. Fuck this guy, he's evil, he's a piece of shit. Of course, I don't know the guy, but if that is the case, that'd be so funny. And that would prove like how spineless these people are. With one tiny thing, we'll just flip them on the other side because they've got like no actual standards, or they do, but like, you know, they're so it's built like on matchsticks where it can so easily be broken down and they'll be reduced just nothing.